Good morning, everybody. You're welcome, Ludo. Appreciate it. Happy to provide free content. Now, today, in this practice stream, I'm going to share how I practice as a drummer, as somebody who's been drumming since 1998, but still has a lot of stuff to practice. Most of what I practice has been rudimental, and then concert percussion, and like less than 1% of my time has been on drum kits. So today, I'm working on limb independence. Now, the way I'm doing this, I'm working out of this book. It's by Dom Moyo. It's called 50 Ways to Syncopation, and it's got 50 ways to work on your limb independence while working through Ted Reed's charts syncopation, or Dom's 20 charts in his book, or the 55 charts on my YouTube home tab. Now, the way I'm working through this is like a modified version of Gary Chester's discussion on limb interdependence. So today, we're going to be working on some patterns that I've been doing the last couple of streams, as well as some new patterns. We'll get to Shia LaBeouf here in a moment. Shh, ignore him. You don't see him. He's not there. All of these practice streams, I like to share what I'm working on and how I'm working on things, and there's almost 400 of them, so you can find them in this playlist. Now, sometimes people ask me questions like, how do I get better at drumming, or how do I get better at teaching? Because I've been drumming since 1998, because I have a bachelor's, master's, PhD in music education, I've got a range of performing and teaching experience. So I will often provide answers to those questions and edit them down into tips that I provide in this drumming tips playlist. There's just under 100 videos in here with lots of different tips, over 13 hours of free drumming tips. Now, the first thing I talk about in the video is whatever the title is, and then there's some other things in there. If the title doesn't interest you, there might be other topics in each one of these. It's kind of like highlight reels from these drumming streams where I just share how, like the different questions that I'm answering and whatnot. Now, because I am not great at limb independence yet, I need to get motivated here to be able to practice publicly. So Shia LaBeouf is here to help me out. So we're going to hide Shia. He's going to encourage the masses. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. I was late, sorry. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Oh, yes, Shia LaBeouf. I am tired of starting over. We're super motivated now. Thank you so much, Shia. Now, there's on my YouTube channel, like there's like 450 or 60 videos that are scheduled to release for free. All the ones that say members first on there. But when you get to like certain tiers of membership, like the number of people signing up for the membership for 99 cents, then you get like more emojis and stuff on YouTube. And so the next one is just do it. So in honor of the great Shia LaBeouf, that will be the next set of emojis that we'll be working on or using when I get 9 more people who sign up. Which, again, all my stuff is free. It's all coming out for free. It's just if you don't want to wait for the early access, you can get it for 99 cents. But you don't need to pay for it. I promise, it's all coming out. Okay, I've got this thingy that makes it so that we can actually display what I'm practicing. So let me put those up real quick. Boop, and boop, and boop. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so this pattern, Poinciana Groove. Let me change it on here so you can actually see the correct one. We're going to use this as a warm-up. So the Poinciana Groove is this. So the pattern, when you're playing through it, normally when you play through a pattern like a samba, which is what you're doing with the feet, normally what you do is you'd have the right hand play the ostinato pattern with the feet. So like, and the right hand just stays on autopilot. But in this pattern, it's actually the left hand on 2 and 4 while playing. and you sight read charts on the right hand. Now, this is a little bit more complicated if you read the thing that's either right here or is right here if you're on the YouTube horizontal. So the short notes, the eighth notes, are going to be on the snare drum, and then the long notes, so like quarter notes and above, are going to be on the floor tom. So I'm going to have to move my desk. So we're going to play through some charts here. And when I did it through like 2 days ago, when I was last doing the drum kit stream, I slowed it down and it was better. Making progress. So we're going to do it at 150 again. So the way I'm going to do this is on my website, which is linked at the top of every one of the thousands of play-alongs. But you scroll down to the limb independent section, and I'm going to jump straight into the straight charts. There's also swung versions. But I'm going into this playlist from 100 to 159 BPM. There are 55 charts in here, 5 for each one of these videos. And then there's a video up here that shows you how I'm developing limb independence, if you want to check that out. But I'm going to pick just like a set of charts and just read through it. So sure, 31 through 35 sounds great. That's not the screen resolution I want. I think so. In all the play-alongs, there are timestamps that allow you to jump to a BPM. So I want to go at 150. So I'm going to click on it. It'll give you a few seconds to get yourself set up, so it doesn't immediately count off. But there is a play-along. You're not going to hear the play-along because there's like a sync delay. But if you were like actually listening to it on your own when you're practicing, then you'll hear the count off and all that. Okay. Wish me luck. This is a hard pattern. Because it puts the melody in the right hand as opposed to the left hand, which is typically what the other patterns do. A 1, 2, ready, and... like it's not coming through on the... Okay, maybe it is. I want it ready and... I totally just like launched my stick on that first line. It got like caught on the drum. Whoopsies. 1, 2, next try. Weird pattern, right? Every chart I try and like write them differently, so they all flow differently. 1, 2, here we go. Sweet. Last track. A 1, 2, here we go. Weird, right? Oh, yeah. Well, that definitely warmed up my brain. All right, so now we're going to stretch and massage. But before we do that, we'll say at 150 was mostly technically proficient. I did drop my stick at one point. We tested out gravity, still works. Everybody's safe. That's good. And then there was a couple of reading errors where like, oh, that was a long note instead of a short note, so I played it on the wrong drum. So sorry. I know. It's okay. You can unsubscribe. I understand. All right. Overall, I was making progress on it, and it was mostly technically proficient. Let's stretch and massage so we can keep our hands nice and healthy. So the first stretch I'm going to do stretches the sides of the forearms. It's a weird-looking stretch, but it feels great. On my home tab of YouTube, under the tips and lessons section, there's a drumming lessons playlist that has a video that gives you like a better camera angle of like what I'm doing and why I'm doing this. So I explain things. It's called This Hand Routine Saved My Drumming. So check that out if you're interested in learning more about this routine, like how to stretch for rotary grips like traditional or Stevens grip, etc. But now I'm going to stretch the underside of the forearm. Oh, yeah. Feels great. And then after I do the stretch routine, I'm going to do a massage routine, and then I will get back into some charts. So the next one I'm doing is a wacky one. And then we're going to get into 2 or 3 new ones that I haven't played in years. So basically new to my brain. We will try and remember them. But when I was like looking at it in advance, like just like reading through it, I was like, oh, okay. I think this is similar enough to some other ones that will be okay. Like one of them is like where your feet are in 3/4 and your hands are in 4/4. So I demonstrated that with a different variation the other day. But this is like a double time swing instead of normal. So stay tuned. Okay, now that we stretched the top and underside of the forearms, I'm now going to stretch finger to finger. So we're going shum to shum. And then we'll do a quick massage routine. Take care of your hands. You want to be drumming when you're old, like me. You want to take care of your hands. It's important. I developed this routine in collaboration with other percussionists and a hand specialist, like a doctor in handing. And I did it because of some results of some injuries that I got during my undergrad, like overuse injuries, sparked from like drumming too much, as well as like bad technique with working out and things like that. And it made it so I couldn't drum for a month. And I was on a full ride percussion performance scholarship, so that's kind of a bad thing when your entire college career hinges on your ability to play. So after that, I was like, all right, I gotta do something. Take care of my hands better. So 1, fix technique. But 2, started this stretch massage routine that I'm doing on all of these practice streams. It's important. Take the 5 minutes to do it. Or you might not ever drum again. That is a reality for some people. So right now I'm just massaging the forearm up and down, just trying to relax all the muscles. And the next one, so you massage the palm with the thumb, and then the fingers massage the back side of the hand. Just kind of work your way around the hand. Different parts of your hand will be relaxed or tense, depending on what you've been doing the last 48 hours or so. So you might need to spend more time on some areas than I am, or less. That's okay. And then the last one is massage from base to tip of each one of your fingers at least 2 times. if the finger's extra tight, maybe spend some more time with it. Just kind of like wiggle your way, massaging from the base to the tip. Kind of working your way through it. Oh, little pop there. Enjoy. Rice Krispies in my hand. To add milk. Okay, so the next pattern that I'm working on, this one, we just started a couple streams ago. It's rough. So this pattern, woo-wee. Let me get my mouse back. Number 38. So we're skipping the ones that sound good. So like all of these ones that are technically proficient or musical means like I can play the ink on the page or I can make it sound good by adding in extra timbres, textures, etc. So like number 37 is the biome pattern. And I already know how to do this one fine. And then you just read through the patterns with the snare drum on the left. Because I know how to do that, I'm skipping it. Focus on the stuff you're not good at. Okay, so for this one, we're doing it at 80. And the last few times it's been, needs a lot of work. Okay, so what are we doing? Let me change the overlay so you can see it with the correct pattern. Boop. Okay. So, ding, 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 ding. Cool. You're reading the pattern on the snare drum while you play a swung cymbal pattern. Cool. But when you do quarter notes, you're filling in the triplets with alternating strictly the bass and the hi-hat. So if I play this all on like double bass, then but we're doing it with the hi-hat and the bass. It's rough. So wish me luck. The last multiple times it's been needs a lot of work, which means, you know, it needs a lot of work. It's not good yet. So we'll get there. All right, so I'm going to go to my home tab of YouTube where there's over 2,000 free exercises, charts, play-alongs, etc. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is unlisted. What? I was like, why is it not showing the vertical? So whenever I do these streams, I do both vertical and horizontal. And then afterwards, I just unlist the vertical so it doesn't have like double the streams on it. But the vertical was unlisted, so you couldn't see it. There we go. Now we got two. Woo! All right, so there's over 2,000 play-alongs, exercises, drum charts, and over 13 hours of drumming tips on my home tab of YouTube. So I'm going into the limb independent section right here. And I'm going to be working on swung charts, so down here. And I'm doing it at 80 beats a minute, which means I need to go into this one from 60 to 99. Now, I'm going to pick a random set of charts and just read through it while filling in, alternating with the feet, okay? On all the interior notes that I'm not playing on the snare. So it's not just a straight triplet, triplet. It's triplet, 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 triple, etc. So it's a little wacky. Hence why, you know, I'm playing it slow. 30, 60, 40. Sure, sounds great. Okay, so 80. Click. Flip that upside down so it doesn't wiggle around. On to, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Nice and slow. We're jumping right into it. Ty, good morning. I'm good, how are you? Welcome back on Instagram. Okay, maximum effort. 2, 1, 2, here we go. That's rough. Let me move my mouse. I'm about to hit it. Stay over there. Good mouse. 10 hours of Skyrim. Woo-wee. It's a good game. Are you doing it with any mods or anything? Or are you playing it vanilla? 1, 2, here we go. Read that wrong. Are you going for the platinum trophy? Sweet. GG's. How long does that take on average? Like on howlongtobeat.com, they have like, they show you like main plus the side stuff and then completionist, like for platinum trophies. They'll give you an, like an average. I imagine Skyrim is a high number. All right, I'm gonna put it on double bass so you can actually hear the triplets better from the hi-hat. It's weird, right? 60 to 100 hours, depending on the glitches. That's actually shorter than I thought, to be honest with you. I mean, that's like no knock against like the game. Like, it's a great game. I would have thought it would have been like a couple 100 hours. 1, 2, here we go. Now, by the way, you would not do this for like a full chart. Like if you're like sitting down and like reading this with like a big band or something, this is just for like a measure, a fill, a big hit that you might do, just to like kind of like show off a little bit. So this is a way to practice it, though, is to like read through the whole chart. So then when you get to one measure of it, then you're like, oh, I can do this. It's super easy. Here we go. And again, if you have double bass, then you can actually hear, like, put it ding, ding, ding. So you can hear it that way, as opposed to, like, with the hi-hat, it's a little bit harder to hear that at times. Etc. But this is a fun, super difficult challenge that you can work on to develop that coordination a little bit more. The most grindy part is getting to max level and clearing 100 dungeons. That would take a while. I mean, if you're going like a strength build, I imagine it would be a little bit faster. But yeah, still going to take up some time. But you'll get that sweet sense of victory when it pops. Bing! Trophy unlocked. All right, so overall, I was making progress on it. Way better than it was when we first started working on this a couple days ago. So cool. That is a weird one. Speaking of weird ones, so this one, let me change the thing so you can actually see the correct pattern. Okay, so the pattern says, you're a stealth archer. You like being sneaky? Me too. That's definitely my playstyle in general. Speaking of, I'm actually gonna, so Unfinished Swan, I'm gonna play that when I finish Borderlands 3, and then I'm gonna play through, what's it called? Alien Isolation, which is like sneaky, stealth game where you're trying to hide from the alien from the movies. But anyways, okay, so this one's a weird one. So, ding, 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 ding. We have a variation of this where you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you read, etc. Okay, cool. But this one's actually a double time swing, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, you read through the pattern on the snare. Now, last time I did this, let me see. This is pattern 39. I have it written down in Dom's book, which, again, I highly recommend getting. 50 Ways of Syncopation by Dom Moyle is good. So last time I did this, I did it at 130. Make sure I'm doing this right. 130, eh? I don't know if I can do it at 130. 120 was meh. If we look at my charts. Let's turn on the metronome and see what this feels and sounds like. Whoa. Oh, wrong button. That's why. I was like, why did it pull up time signatures? Oops, not an 80. Silly thing. So, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Well, it's going 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay? Weird. We'll try it at 120. I don't know how successful I'll be on this because I haven't played this one in forever. All All right, so we're going to go back to the home tab, and instead of doing a swung chart, we're going to do straight charts. So we're going past all that stuff. We're going into the limb independent section, but there's literally thousands of exercises to keep you busy, whether you're doing drumline stuff or concert percussion, or in this case, limb independence. And because I'm going to play this at 120, or at least attempt to, I'm going to go into the straight charts right here. Boop. And we'll just kind of pick a random set of charts. Sure, 15 today. And 120, and then it's going to count off and we're going to go. Should do a Dead Space remake too. Yeah. I played that off stream a while ago, but I don't think it was the remake actually. I think it was like the original. But yeah, same thing with Alien Isolation. I played that when it first came out, so I haven't played it in forever, but I remember being like, ooh, this is actually a good game. Success. Okay, so 3-4 in the feet. Double time swung in the hand, so straight. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. While you read through everything on the snare drum, I might completely fall apart here. I haven't played this in a long time, like at least a year. Yep. Let's try it again. As soon as I started playing, my brain was like, no, you can't do it. Try it again. Blood starts oozing out of my ears. I think I just did a 4-4. I'm so sorry. Unsub. Ready? And... 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alien starts super slow, agreed, and then it does get really good. 1, 2, ready, and... Woo-wee! Okay. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This really messes with my brain, to be honest. 2, ready, and... Two, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Recover. Yeah. Two, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Last chart. Better than I thought it would be. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and go. Ah! I messed up. Okay, so I'm reading airs, and then it just like completely, it was like, like messed with my brain. But in general, it was like, okay. I felt like I was using maximum brain power the entire time while playing through it. Even though like I could play through it, it was super robotic. It did not flow and feel great. But man, that was a weird one. I'm going to say it was meh on average. But I was making progress on it, okay? So it's getting better. Now we're going to do this, but even harder. So 39.1 is a variation. The 0.1 means it's like not in Dom's original book. So this is something like when I got some lessons from him, like we either talked about or just something that I came up with. So it's the exact same thing, but each measure, you're switching to a new pattern. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Oh, and it's because it's the downbeat of the 3/4. Why, Jared? Why? I dropped my stick. Why do you do this to yourself? Tell me why. I actually need water. Feel really dehydrated. Enjoy the ASMR. Okay. So... Oh man, this is gonna be rough. Huh. Okay. What speed did I do this at previously? Still at 130? This might completely fall apart. So this means I just put 3 mez in a row, just as like a placeholder to make sure, like, hey, you haven't played this one in forever. Like I have no data on it. So this might be really bad. Let's find out. All right, so we're gonna go back to this set of charts. I will attempt it at 120, but my brain might melt. So stay tuned. All right, so we're gonna do this at 1. Actually, I'm gonna do it a little bit slow. Let's try it at 110. Okay, so yes, and yes, and yes. We'll flip this upside down. Stay, good boy. 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I already read this pattern earlier today, or this set of charts. Oh well, it's a different set of limit independence patterns. Ready, and So when it lands on the downbeat, that's what it's like really messing me up. So like I'm switching, but I'm not switching right on the downbeat. It's like on the upbeat. Oh, this is a hard one. Oh yeah. 2, 1, 2, ready, and. No! Oh man, this one's hard. Yeah, so it's the downbeat of the 3/4 that's screwing me up as opposed to the downbeat of what you're reading rhythmically. So like because of the charts are in 4/4, I keep wanting to do it on the downbeat of like the next measure, as opposed to what I'm playing. There's that lag time. Oh man, this was hard. I love it though. It's a really interesting challenge. Because again, you're reading the patterns in 4/4, so like my brain is like, oh, switch it on the downbeat, on 1, after the 4. But no, you're switching on the bass drum in 3/4. 1, 2, ready, and. No! No! Sort of a little bit better towards the end of that chart. I am like actually having a lot of fun with this one. Despite playing it poorly, it's like such a cool mental challenge. We'll have to work on this some more. 1, 2, ready, and. So bad. I had so much fun with that though. Okay. Well, I like genuinely look forward to playing through that again. Let's see. So that was 39. I'm gonna actually switch this to needs a lot of work, Needs a lot of work. Because, like, rhythmically I can play it, but, like, it's that switch every 3 beats. That's just so funky. Funky. I had so much fun with that, though. What a cool challenge. So again, the pattern is here if you're on the vertical, and then a little bit higher up above the sheet music. So it's the same thing as the swung pattern. And actually, maybe I should, like, change this so that you can read it better. Nope, not that. So this one. There. Like that. Okay, so if I put this in here, is it too long? Let's find out. Stay tuned. Today's episode of Figuring Things Out Live. Maybe. Okay, so I need to shorten it. Okay, so... WB swung on right. I can get rid of that word. Snare. Plays the line. Okay, we can short that. We can get rid of the word but. Switch drums. Okay, we can shorten that. Switch drums. Each 3/4. Downbeat. Okay. Floor tom mousepad goes crazy. Hey, you know, it's better than when I was in college and the marimba was tabletop. Alright, let's see if this works. That was at least the joke in the percussion studios. We always called it a tabletop. Okay, so yeah, that's the pattern that I was just playing. So that was so cool. So 3/4, ding, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you got to pay attention to the 3/4 downbeat to switch to a different drum while reading in 4/4. And oh wow, that was messing with my brain. All right, cool. I look forward to playing that one again next time. So what's this one? Number 40. Short notes on hi-hat with foot, long notes with the right foot. What? Swung cymbal. Quarter note triplets on snare. So ding, 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 ding. Okay, so playing it through there. Interesting. Okay. So last time, apparently, I tried this at 110, and it needed a lot of work. So this is the pattern that I'm playing. Just updated it on there. Okay, so swung charts. So we're going to go back to the home tab on YouTube. We're going to skip the chop stuff. We're going to skip the grid variations. We're in the limit independent stuff. But there's plenty of other things to keep you busy if you want to work on your technique. There's like 400 almost exercises. But we're going into the swung charts under limit independence. So this one I did at 110. So go into swung charts, 100 to 159. And I'll pick any one of these 55 charts in here. I will try, I don't know, 1 through 5. We're going into this cold. I haven't played this one in a long time. So I might completely have myself. Stay tuned. Today's episode of Jared Practicing Publicly. All right, so ging, ging, ding, quarter note triplets on the snare. 1, 2, gang, gang, while reading the pattern with the feet. So the bass drum's gonna play quarter notes and longer, and the hi-hat's gonna play the eighth notes. 2, 1, 2, here we go. Alright, cool. This is actually way more comfortable than I thought. Oh yeah. The like quarter note triplet on the snare is just kind of an autopilot for me. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and I say and then I screw up. That's the thing. What I should say is like all the stuff that I'm not good at and say it's not good, and then all of a sudden it'll improve, right? Because I said something sounded good and then I screwed it up. We'll use that logic. Yeah. Yes, I screwed up the quarter note triplets a couple times there, but still better than I thought it would be for the first time in a long time. 2 more charts. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, here we go. Yeah, the left foot is screwing up the quarter note triplet. That's interesting. I wonder why. Huh. Who knows? 2, 1, 2, here we go. Interesting. Why? So like it's not the coordination with the feet, it's the hand. With the foot, with the hi-hat playing those eighth notes. Cool. So it actually got progressively worse as I was going through that. That was interesting. Brain, why'd you do that? I wouldn't say it was like needs a lot of work until the end, but at the beginning it was like technically proficient. So that's really fascinating. I'll say on average it was meh. It went better than I thought it would, but still needs a lot of work. So in these practice streams, I'm practicing stuff I'm not good at yet. I highly recommend you use some kind of a way to keep track of that. So I'm using this progress journal that I created for myself in a spreadsheet. So column A keeps track of like on average, how is it when I played through like this pattern. So it has all the previous times that I was playing through it. And on average, it was technically proficient, and it shows like the average BPM, etc. So you can actually find like your own template for this. You can create your own template by going on my home tab of YouTube. I've got a bunch of chop exercises right here for like rudimental stuff if like you're into drumline, which is what I mainly play. Drum kit is like spent very little time on. But we've got over 1,000 grid variations in here. Here's where all the limb independence playlists are. Every single one of these playlists has the second video shows you like a step-by-step process for what to do to develop limb independence. So I'm like a few steps into each one of these where I'm actually reading through charts, but take a few steps back and start from the beginning if you're brand new to limb independence. Check out the video. It shows you how to do that. But there's a bunch of marching bass stuff. There's some drumline cadences. There's hundreds of technique exercises. So many, just like the grid variations, you actually have to click to show all of them. But inside of the tips and lessons section, there's a drumming tips here. And if you scroll down, there's a ton of tips, like literally 13 hours of it. But number 74, how journaling can help drummers. So if you go to this one, there's actually right in here is a link to a Google Docs link, and when you click on it, it will ask you to create a like a copy of a template so you can make your own version of this for whatever exercise you're working on. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. But this I highly recommend doing, and check out like how I'm using this, like this explanation at the start of this drumming tips video. But there's over 2,000 exercises and over 13 hours of scripted or edited like drumming tips and whatnot. But I do respond to all the comments. So if you have a question and you can't make a live stream, you can ask me in the comments, and I will like, hey, check out tomorrow's stream, and I'll show you how to do that. Or if you are in a live stream, I'm happy to provide some answers. Even though I like am not good at drum kit yet, I have been drumming since 1998. I have a bachelor's, master's, PhD in music education, so I have mostly like rudimental and concert percussion experience and only a small amount on drum kit. But feel free to ask questions. That's where all these drumming tips come from, is from questions in the chat and whatnot. And then some scripted lessons where like I think the drumming community could benefit from whatever video, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is organized as neatly as I can on YouTube, but in any one of these exercises, like if you go into, I don't know, a shopping spree, and you're like, cool, I want to play Blue Devils 99 shopping spree. If you want to see it organized neater, the first link, jaredoleary.com/drum, it takes you to here, and this is where you got the 62 chop exercises organized, over 1,000 grid variations organized here, so you can work on your rudiments. We've got a bunch of timing exercises, the charts for both straight and swung. We've got almost 500 marching bass exercises, all the drumline cadences, and then almost 400 technique exercises. And then here's where you can find all the scripted lessons and the drumming tips, etc. There are, I think, around 450 videos that say members first. They're all scheduled to release for free. So you could sign up for membership for 99 cents. That's the cheapest I could actually make it on YouTube. Or you could just wait for the video to come out. I promise they're all coming out for free. I don't sell a course. I don't sell an app. I don't teach privately anymore. I don't sell a book. Like, I'm 100% AdSense supported. So if you sign up for membership, thank you. I appreciate it. But I promise all these videos will come out. It just might be like a year and a half from now because, there's a few hundred of them that are coming out. But if you enjoy this content, share it with somebody else. I'm going to tear this down, and I'm going to get ready for some Borderlands 3. We have 4 more missions left in the game. So I might finish the game today, but we'll see. I usually try and keep the gaming streams for about 2 hours and these drumming streams for about an hour. Tomorrow, I'll work on some drumming technique, and then 2 days from now, I'll be back on limb independence, so stay tuned for that. But I appreciate you all. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and goodbye.